Let's cook. So apparently Lamont Roach, said on social media, word on the street is y'all favorite fighter not about to be 30-0-1. He about to be 31-0. Two-time 2-weight world champion. I put it on the thumbnail. Then all of a sudden Gervonta said he pushing for the rematch to be in May, or he pushing for the rematch. So I don't know if they're gonna overturn it. I mean, it rarely happens. You can't overturn it from a judgment standpoint. From a judge standpoint, the points are the points. I've seen them go over the points again, and the disputes rarely get overturned in boxing. Remember, something happened where they rescored the Pacquiao and Jeff Horn fight, and it still went the same way. Honestly, the reason this is probably being looked at, before I talk about the rematch, the reason this is being looked at is from the simple fact of, rules were broken. The knee, people take a clip, and you can take a clip of anything out of context. I can go on here and say, I could rap a lyric to something, and somebody take the lyric and say, well, look what he said about women. But I was rapping the lyric, showing an example. Show the whole totality. You got people showing the point of when Tank wiped his face and then went to the ground. It's called a delayed reaction. He got hit with a right hook, and then he went to the ground. Now, maybe he could have proclaimed something was on Lamont Roach's glove. Maybe he put some grease in his hair after the fight. I don't know what he did. But there's been fighters who had blood going to their eye and had to fight with blood in their eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, however you look at it, that knee was self-inflicted. If you want to say, talking about it was grease, I think it was a punch. He got double jab, right hook. And after that right hook, he bagged up and then touched his eye. Say what you want to say, that's a knockdown. He should have won by a point. Him going to the corner and then wiping his face off, that's the equivalent of wiping a cut off. If it's a clash of heads, yes, they can say, well, you can wipe that cut off. You come look at this cut, doctor. But that wasn't the case. So in reality, he should have been disqualified. The win should go to Lamont Roach, and that's just the God honest truth. So if they overturn it like that, then you probably see that's why Tank pushing for the rematch. But, in society, rules, life ain't fair. All these people that got their corporations, business, you look at Coca-Cola, a lot of these businesses was started on crime, on crook. It wasn't off the muscle. All these people ain't playing fair. How many people you think playing fair that's built businesses wealthy? None of them. It's always some crooked stuff. Politicians, the fair politicians don't get far. The people with good intentions, the system don't let them get far. And that's what they tell people, playing by the rules is for fools. But I say this, you ain't got to look over your shoulder. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. You ain't got to worry about the Reaper coming to cash in. That's one thing. Yeah, something may happen to you. Shit happens. Life ain't fair. But one thing you ain't got to do if you walk in a straight line and you ain't got to worry about looking back. You ain't got to worry about sleepless nights, the feds kicking in your room, or somebody looking to come get you. Don't forget that. The peace of mind, I think people underrate that. When these dudes be in the industry and they selling their asshole and they selling their soul, they know one day they gonna come cash in. And that day come by fast. You have a lot of fun, a lot of prosperity, it seemed like. But that day come fast. You ever got in trouble in school and they told your parents and you sitting in school, the day go by fast. Like, it just seemed like it was 8 o'clock when you got in trouble and this motherfucker 4 or 5 o'clock already. The day go by fast. So you ain't got to never look over your shoulder. That's the peace of mind. Like, people look at peace of mind and peace at the crib. Peace of mind is, I work a regular job. I'm on a straight and narrow. I ain't got to worry about nobody coming back and getting me. But yeah, if they overturn it, that'll be historic. I'm pretty sure it's a short list, not a laundry list of fights that's been overturned. I mean, we seen guys literally cheat, and Devin didn't get a win. He got a no contest. The guy literally got found with drugs in the system. So you know how much they got to do to overturn a no fight, a draw, a loss, a win, whatever you want to say. How hard they got to overturn it. How they got to overturn that. You notice they didn't even spark an investigation after Antonio Margarita got caught. They didn't spark an investigation about the Miguel Cotto fight. Boxing don't give a fuck. It ain't no different from any other corporation or business. They don't give a fuck. I done seen people die on the job. They roll them off. They stop the job for a couple minutes, and then it's just the same. You don't matter. They don't care. Never forget it. They don't care. So, it's what it is. But nonetheless, as far as, Tank saying now he want the rematch, I mean, he went on social media. And what's one thing about social media, man, that's a scary place when you go through something. Or you post something, or somebody posts you going back and forth. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody, this, that, and the third. But you see the negative opinions speak louder than the positive opinions. So now he's seeing everybody. May said he lost. Shannon Sharp said he lost. All these fans showing he lost. This would be the first time in his boxing career where, or in a long time, that he got to strap his nuts on and show some type of resiliency to bounce back. This helicopter just circling and shit. I don't like this shit. Don't circle over my head. That motherfucker just doing donuts in the sky and shit. I just get to falling, y'all get to running. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So now all of a sudden he calling for he calling for the rematch because he know the fight about to get overturned? He calling for a rematch because he's seeing the backlash. Let's get it in May. Let's get it over with. No. I seen somebody, some dude made some claims about him. I might speak on him. I mean, question his sexuality. Question his character. Niggas be killing me. Y'all be knowing niggas be having bad character and still be around because it's beneficial. I was blind these nuts. If a nigga makes sexual advances at you and you still hanging around, man, I'm looking at you funny. It's just best that a nigga not say nothing. You know what? That's just not my character, bro. As long as you don't say nothing about me, we good. But, I might talk about that another day, another time. But, yeah. He might know this about to get overturned. But for him to make, that assumption, or him to have had that feeling, Lamont Roach, and obviously they filed a protest, or they're going to file a protest, and maybe they say it's a good chance that you get this fight overturned. But it's a rematch clause. It's a rematch clause one way, and that's Tank way. He don't got a rematch clause his way. So, I mean, if they do it again, it make a lot of sense. It's a bigger event. And Tank got to do something. And Tank got a lot going on. That particular post that dude made, who used to be his business partner or something like that, it's a lot. Like, what Tank is going through is a lot, bro. You got to just imagine a kid going to college dealing with regular college shit. Think about that for a minute. Not knowing where you're going to eat, living off, rummy noodles, and, working this working the job, trying to figure it out. Y'all struggling in the dorm. Some niggas go get a gun and rob niggas. A lot of people do a lot of stuff. Me personally, I just hustled on a video game and I did people homework. That's how I got my bread. I put middleman plays, put plays together. Oh, you need to get here, that. Hey, shoot me this, I get you here. That was just me. But it's a grind. So that's, you basically easing into adulthood. That's what I'm trying to say. Imagine, all of a sudden you come into boxing. You fighting for money. Who's showing you how to balance books? Who's showing you what your CPA supposed to be doing? Your manager cutting deals on the side. That's a lot to come into. Now all of a sudden you getting money. You getting notoriety. You getting fame. All that stuff is coming with it. You know what I'm saying? The chicks coming. You don't know how to deal with chicks like that. I mean, you ain't have it like that in high school. You hit a couple skins, whatever, in high school. You know what I'm saying? But all this coming at you, and these women and these people coming at you. They're not coming at you with well wishes. They coming in here trying to take. And they coming in with passive aggressive. In the hood, it ain't a lot of passive aggressive niggas. Like your real passive aggressive people in like when you dealing with regular life shit in the hood is the teachers. The people that own the stores, the non-black. Blacks come with aggression. You don't really wonder where you stand with black women and black men. You pretty much know where you stand. It may not be blatant, but you get that feeling. One of the things about getting out in society, as a dude that's growing up in the hood, is dealing with passive aggressiveness, racial undertones, and knowing how to combat that and deal with that. He dealing with a lot of these people coming at him with passive aggression. They coming in here with trying to get something from him, trying to bleed him dry, trying to destroy him. Mike Tyson went through the same thing. So how do you expect the kid to know how to deal with all of that when he don't have a mentor that he can trust? Calvin can kind of, but him and Calvin beefing now. It's the word on the street. He dealing with a lot. And we know how the story gonna end. It's not gonna end well. It's not going to end well. This is what happens when you don't have a strong father figure. So, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Join the Patreon, Free Game 89 channel. All that links in the link tree is the first link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Goodfella TV. Check out the Box News playlist. Peace.